Okay, let's continue. Example 10. Carlos saves 2,000 pesos during the first month and increases his monthly savings by 500 pesos every month. So we have guide question to answer. Number one, what is the first term? Number two, what is the common difference? Number three, how much will Carlos save during the sixth month? Okay. So again, we have to um gets the key term, no? So as you can see, may mga naka-underline dyan yung word na saves, monthly savings. Based on our discussion the last time, when we talk about savings and even loans, automatic, we're going to use arithmetic sequence, no? So, yun po yung ating gagamitin. And that's the formula. A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times D. So, dito sa question natin, tinatanong yung first term or yung A sub 1. Diba? Sa pangalawa naman, we are asked to find the common difference, yung ating D. And yung pangatlo naman, we have to solve for A sub 6. So, kasi kailangan natin yung A sub 1 tsaka yung D para masolve natin yung A sub 6 gamit yung formula. Okay. So, balik tayo dun sa given, no? Meron tayong given dito, Carlos saves 2,000 pesos during the first month. By the way, so dito meron akong nahabol na note, no? Yung A sub 6, so automatic our N is 6. So meron na tayong value ng N. Okay? So, ano yung 2,000? Kasi sabi daw dito, Carlos saves 2,000 pesos during the first month. Okay? So that is A sub 1 is equal to 2,000. So we can now answer number 1 question. What is A sub 1? So that is 2,000. Okay? Another, it increases his monthly savings by 500 every month. So ano yung 500? Okay? Automatic, that is our D. No, yung ating common difference. So D is 500. So since meron na tayong A sub 1, tapos meron na rin tayong common difference, we already identified the value of N, which is 6. So we're now ready to solve. Yun. So A sub 1 is 2,000. Ang common difference or D is 500 and ang N natin ay 6. So gamit yung formula, A sub N is equal to A sub 1 plus the quantity of N minus 1 times D. So, substitute the value. Ang A sub 1 natin ay 2,000. Ayan. Ang N natin ay 6. Kaya meron ako nitong 6 minus 1. Ang D natin ay 500. So, times 500. Okay? So, 6 minus 1 is 5 times 500. Kaya nagkaroon ako ng 2,500. And then, plus 2,000. So, meron akong 4,500. So, ang final answer natin, Carlo will save 4,500 during the sixth month. So, ganun lang isolve, no? So, madali lang yan. Okay, next, let's have example 11. Angela invests 10,000 pesos in an account earnings 5% annual interest compounded yearly. So, we have the guide question. Number 1, what type of sequence is involved? Number 2, what is the common ratio? Number 3, how much will the investment become after 3 years? So, hanapin ulit natin yung keyword. So, meron ditong keyword invest. Angela invest. So, like what we have in our discussion the last time, kapag tungkol sa investment, automatic, we're dealing with geometric sequence. Diba? So, yun. Kaya yung tanong sa number 1, what type of sequence is involved? Geometric sequence yun. Tandaan nyo yun, ha? Kanina, savings uh, and loans. Savings and loans is arithmetic. Pag investment, automatic geometry. Okay? So, what is the common ratio? So by the way, yan yung formula natin ha, for geometric sequence. So the next question is what is the common ratio? So paano natin makukuha yun? Yun yung hinahanap natin. Okay? So next question is how much will the investment become after 3 years? So ano yun? 3. Automatic, that's the value of n. Okay? Now, paano natin isosolve yung R? Siyempre, gagamitan natin yung given. So, sabi dito, merong 5% annual interest compounded yearly. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, pag compounded yearly, meron tayong 1 lagi na ina-add dun sa interest na 5%. So, to compute our R, ayan, R is equal to 1 plus 0.05. Bakit merong 1? Kasi nga compounded yearly, no? Bakit naging 0.05? So, i-convert natin yung 5% into decimal point, di ba? So, we need to move 2 units to the left. Kaya meron tayong 0.05. Pag inad natin yan, that's 1.05. Okay? So, yan na bali yung ating value ng R. Okay? So, ano yung A sub 1? Saan natin kukunin yung A sub 1? Ang A sub 1 natin ay 10,000, no? Yung ating investment in an account earning 5%. So, kapag ang initial natin sa investment, ah, bali yung meron tayong ginagawa, 'di ba? Yung pinaka-invested money, ita-times natin doon sa rate. So, yung rate natin ay 1.05. Yun. Bali, 10,000 times 1.05 is equal to 10,500. So, bali, ito na ngayon yung value ng A sub 1. So, meron na tayong A sub 1, meron na tayong R, meron na rin tayong N. So, we're now ready to solve for the value, no, to answer number 3. How much will the investment become after 3 years? Okay, so hanapin natin yung A sub 3. Okay, so yun. Ito yung given natin, no? Yung R is equal to 1 plus 0.05, so 1.05. A sub 1 natin is 10,500 and ang N natin ay 3. So to use the formula, A sub N is equal to A sub 1 times R raised to N minus 1. So nahanap natin yung pera ni Angela after 3 years, no, of investment. So A sub 3 is equal to, ang A sub 1 natin ay 10,500. Ang R natin ay 1.05, ayun. And then ang N natin ay 3, kaya 3 minus 1. Solve muna yung exponent natin. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So calculator po ulit. Ito muna, 1.05 squared or 1.05 times 1.05. So that is 1.1025. So bale, ito yung ita-times mo doon sa 10,500. Kaya ang sagot, calculator po ulit, 11,576.25. So yan bali ngayon yung pera ni Angela na ininvest niya, no, after 3 years, 'di ba? Yung 10,000 niya kumita ng 1,576.25 in 3 years. Okay? So ganun lang po mag-solve. Ulit ha, pag rate, balikan natin, pag rate, ang gagawin nyo lang kung compounded yearly, 1 plus yung percent, kaya 1.05 yun yung R. Para naman makuha mo yung A sub 1, yung invested money, i-times mo lagi sa rate or sa R para yun yung A sub 1. Then substitute to the given formula. Okay? So, madali lang, diba? Ganun lang yung shortcut. Okay? Now, let's have example 12. A family pays 15,000 pesos monthly for a housing loan for 5 years. So, guide question natin. Number 1, what financial situation is presented? Number 2, what mathematical patterns are involved? Number 3, how many monthly payment will be made? 4, how much will the family pay after 5 years? So, isa-isahin natin. Key term ulit tayo. So, key term is loan. Sasagot na natin yung number one problem. What financial situation is presented? So that is loan payment. 'Di ba? Kasi nagbabayad yung pamilya ng 15,000 monthly sa housing loan. So loan payment yung situation. Okay? Number two, what mathematical patterns are involved? O yan, kanina nagre-remind na ako, 'pag savings, 'pag loan, arithmetic 'yon, series or sequence, 'di ba? Ayun. So, hindi naman nangangahulugan that you have to use the formula of the arithmetic sequence or series. Depende kung paano din natin mas madaling yung given problem, kung simple lang naman like this one. So, sa number three, how many monthly payment will be made? Tinatanong kung ilang buwan babayaran yung o ilang ilang buwan mababayaran yung loan. Eh, 'di ba nakalagay dito, monthly payment for a housing loan for 5 years. So, ita-times lang natin yung 5, ilang buwan ba sa isang taon, 'di ba may 12. So, yung solution sa number 3, yung 5 years, i-times natin sa 12 para malaman natin ilang buwan magbabayad. Ayun. So, 5 times 12 is 60. Ibig sabihin, merong 60 months na gagawin para magbayad or 60 months ang pagbabayad para mabayaran niya ng buo yung ni-loan, 'di ba? So, now, number 4, how much will the family pay after 5 years? So, kung merong 60 months in 5 years at nagbabayad ng 15,000 monthly, madali lang, ita-times lang natin, 'di ba? So, yung 15,000 times natin sa 60 months. So, meron tayong 900,000. Okay? So, therefore, ang total payment after 5 years is 900,000 pesos. Ganun lang po kasimple. Okay? Analyze nyo lang yung problem. Basahin lang ng maigi. Okay? Next, number 13, example 13. A student deposits 2,000 pesos every month into a savings account for 12 months without withdrawing money. The account does not yet include interest. So, wala tayo munang pakialam sa mga interest, kasi ibang type ng computation yun. Okay? So, focus lang tayo dito sa given. Now, guide question, what financial situation is presented? O again, ano yung key term natin? Kasi yun yung pwede natin gamitin na pangsagot. Okay? Savings. Anong sabi ko kanina? Pag loan at saka savings, matic, arithmetic sequence or series, no? So, paano muna natin sasagutin yung number one question? What financial situation is presented? So, automatic, monthly savings plan. Kasi nga, si student, nag, ah, nagpa-plan siya ng savings, nagde-deposit siya ng 2,000. So, nagsisave siya. Okay? Then, number two, what mathematical patterns are involved? Ayan. So, nasagot nyo na yung tanong kanina dapat. Savings, ano nga sabi ni Ma'am Chong? Kapag savings at saka loan, matic, it's all about arithmetic series or sequence. Ayun. Okay? Now, number 3 question. How much total money will the student accumulate after 12 months? So, kung nagde-deposit siya ng 2,000 every month, na hindi niya wini-withdraw for 12 months. Magkano lahat yung na-accumulate niya or magkano lahat yung na-save niya after 12 months. So, i-ano niyo lang, kukunin niyo lang yung given, yung ininvest niya na 2,000. Tapos, anong gagawin sa 12? Ita-times lang. Ayun, 2,000 times 12. So, meron siyang 24,000. So, therefore, meron siyang 24,000 pesos total accumulated or savings after 12 months. So, ganun lang po yung pagsosolve. Hindi naman natin need na gumamit ng formula kasi it's very simple problem lang naman. Okay? So, I hope you learned, no, from the 13 examples and use this as your reviewer, no, in preparation with our term exams. God bless. Enjoy studying.